Hey y'all, how are you doing today?
We're
Hey,
good.
we're doing
How
good.
about you?
I'm doing good. I am so excited to chat with y'all about this movie. It's definitely getting me already ready for October and Halloween season. It's the perfect segue into that. So I'm super excited to chat with you about this film. Sophia, I'll start with you first. Did you know anything about the original film before you were cast in this film? Because it came out like over 20 years ago. And like, I don't remember much about I don't remember watching it when it first came out because I was like 4 or 5 when it first came out. So I know this was out way before we either were born.
Yeah.
So did you know anything about the film or had you heard of it or seen it before being cast in the movie?
I had never even heard of the film before I had auditioned for it. Um, but I remember not watching it so that I wasn't like an exact replica of the original Amy.
Mhm.
I wanted to have that creative freedom and put myself into Amy first before I got any like ideas.
Yeah.
I would just
Yeah.
create my own. But yeah, we all watched it though. Me and the cast, we all watched it together. After we all got cast in Vancouver, we all sat down and watched it all together, and we were like examining it, and because we were in the middle of filming, so we were like, "This is not what our scene looks like."
Pause that real quick. Let me see.
Did you see it as well? Or did you even think about, should I watch this before I take on this role?
Yeah, and I'm kind of with Sophia on this. I thought maybe watching it might have gave me some ideas, which of course I want, but I just kind of wanted to put my own twist on it. And then if I end
Mm-hmm.
up booking it, then going back and look at it and be like, okay, I see what
Yeah.
he did,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've never even heard of Under Wraps like her.
Yeah.
It's a deep cut. It's one of those decoms that's like a deep cut. Like it's one where if you know, but like otherwise you're like under wraps. What is that? But that's a good thing about this remake because you're like also introducing the film to a lot of people who probably haven't heard of it. But also, Sophia, what was your favorite memory from shooting this film?
Wow, I mean, we had a lot of memories. I think one of the best parts about making this film was, and hanging out with the cast and creating this family. We, I remember this one time on set, we had gone up to this. We were filming in this creepy manor, and there was this hallway it was like kind of like an attic, and it was so dark. It was only lit by a red light, and at the end of this hallway was a door. It was just like a door, and of course, Malachi somehow convinced all of us to go into this hallway and knock on the door. So you're all creeping down there. And I feel like I'm kind of the like scaredy cat of the group because I was like, stop. No, no, I have a video of it, I think. And I'm like,
That would
we
have been me. That would have been me.
yeah. But we did it and we were all like, go, 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 run, run, run. And it was like under wraps, but in real life, except there was no mummy chasing us. We were just running from nothing.
Right. But I do believe a ghost was running after us.
Well, remember somebody had told us somebody lived there? Like somebody had lived there.
Ooh,
And
that's
it was
even more creepy. That's
and,
creepy.
but they had told us something about like one day I think the guy had passed away or something, and
Yeah.
like his wife, like it was something
Yeah.
crazy. And I was like, no, we
Mm-mm,
gotta get out of here.
mm-mm. No.
Go.
And Christian, for you, what was it like working with Phil as Harold? Because I was watching the movie and I was just like, if I were them, I feel like I would be have a hard time keeping serious a lot because even the parts that like weren't meant to be funny, sometimes I still kind of felt like they were kind of unintentionally funny. So what was that experience like?
It was amazing. I actually knew Mr. Phil before I did Under Wraps. I used to take his dance classes. But Mr. Phil, it's so amazing working with him. He's such a professional. He comes, he knows what he wants to do. He's so easy to work with, and he keeps us going. I gotta say, but it is hard sometimes because he be cracking jokes under that mummy costume.
Uh-huh.
Like right before he says action, he'll tell us a joke, and he's like,
Be like, oh.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. And Sophia, what are some moments, without giving away a lot of the movie, what are some moments that you were excited the most for people to see in this film?
I'm excited for people to see the more vulnerable moments of each of our characters, because even just looking at the trailer and just thinking of the story in general, you know that it's a very fun story. It's a very adventurous, fun story, and I'm excited for people to see that it's more than that. It's kind of heartfelt, and
Yeah.
there are some scenes that show them being vulnerable. And Gilbert has a scene where he's facing his fears, he's overcoming his fears, and that's an incredible scene. Christian, you did so good in that scene. Kids are gonna be like, so
Yeah.
excited.
How's it going? Good.
Hey, how about you?
I'm good. I'm so excited to chat with you all about this film. I think when I screened it, I was already getting into the mood for Halloween and October and in the holiday spirit. So this is a good springboard for that. Malachi, I'll start with you. Did you know anything about Under Wraps before you were cast in this role? It came out over 20 years ago. Like, I don't even remember much about it because I was like 4 when it came out too. So I didn't know much about it myself. So I wanted to know, had you heard of it? Have you somehow probably seen it before? Or did you just kind of like have this role and then have to revisit the original film?
Yeah, so I think I was like 0 when the movie came out. So, no, but so I hadn't really, before I had gotten the audition, I had never really heard anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely when I got the audition, I watched it and I did my research. I did my homework.
Phil, for you are such a prolific dancer, choreographer, et cetera, et cetera. How did you bring all of that aspect of your career to this role? Did you even get to shape Harold, so to speak?
Yeah, I mean, it was fun because, and from the beginning to end, you could see Harold's character arc physically. With him discovering, his hand moves this way, his elbow moves that way, or whatnot. And, Alex being so open to the fact that Harold could dance or whatnot, that was another thing. Once they said that, I was like, oh man, now, So that was a really, really fun part of the movie that I was able to implement. And to add to that, Alex was very, very open to collaborating. It was not so much of a dictatorship. Hey, do this, do that. He was like, hey, if you have any ideas, throw them on the table. And I was able to throw my ideas on the table, and we were able to make that scene to come alive. So it was really, really fun to do.
Yeah. And Malachi, without revealing too much about the film, what are some moments from the movie that you are excited for people to see?
I'm muted. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No,
you caught it though, so it's fine.
No, but I'm really excited for people to see the naming of Harold. I think it's something really special because Marshall actually names the mummy after his grandfather Harold. Mm-hmm. And when you look next to Marshall's bed, there's a little picture frame of a picture of Marshall and his grandfather, and that picture is actually a picture of me and my actual
grandfather,
who sadly passed away a few years back. And I think it's something really, really special that I'm able to share between me and my whole family.
Yeah, that's such a cool story. Yeah. And Phil, for you, I think that I was telling the last group, I was like, I don't know how y'all were able to keep serious, because I would have been like cracking up the whole time, whatever I had to do and see with Harold. I would definitely. I was watching the film like, I just know internally they have to be like trying their best not to laugh. So, what was your favorite memory from shooting the film?
Well, Malachi and I were always paired up. So this was my first feature film, and as you know, I'm a choreographer and a dancer, and Malachi's been in this side of the business for a very long time. So he knows how to act on set. He's a total professional. And, my first scene and my first day on set, I was very nervous, obviously. And Malachi's just kicking it. He's like, yo, what's up? What's going on? Everything's been cool. And I'm like really nervous because we're about to go on set, and all you can hear in the background is like speeding, cameras up, all right, rolling, and then right before they start, Malachi jumps right into character, true professional, and I was just like, I'm so glad I was under those wraps, man, because I would have never been able to hold it together. So total pro. That was one of the favorite moments every time we're about to roll, it happened. It was like, oh my gosh, so awesome.
Also, out of curiosity, like, what was the process like for getting under wraps? Like, how did that work?
Yeah, well, I mean, it took about an hour to get into every day, and to get out of it, it would take about half an hour or so. So, but it was really exciting to do. But once I was in it, I was able to dance and able to move, and the cast members and the production made it feel very, very comfortable. So I didn't feel like the odd man out. So it was really, really cool to do.
And one final question for the both of you. Just like your characters in the movie, do you like hot sauce on pizza?
Oh, don't even get me started. I love hot sauce.
Well, he loves all sauce. The way my digestive system.
Mine too. Like, I can't. Malachi, as you get older, like the spicy foods you like, they just don't.
They don't agree with you, right?
They don't. But my pizza quirk is I like pineapple on pizza. So I guess that's my substitute. That's my substitute for the hot sauce.
Yeah.
Thank you. It belongs on pizza.
It does. It really does.
Pineapple belongs on pizza.
Wait, ham?
No, pineapple.
Oh, I was going to say I don't like
ham.
But ham. Okay, I got you on the pineapple.
Pizza and ranch.
Ooh, yes.
You lost me on that one too, but I've never tried it though. But maybe once I try it, I'll like it.
Good.